Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is time for this month's O.C.D gaming news. I apologize for the delay, a few days. Thanks for being patient. Now, before we do anything else, first things first, we have got to give a special shout out to our Patreons who support me on this channel. Thank you so much for all your love and support. I would not be able to do it without you. And if you want to join us on Patreon, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for supporting the struggle, because it is a struggle, girl. Big shout out to Edward, my survivor, who supports me on Patreon at the highest level. Thank you so much, Edward. Also, big shout out to The Infected, D Cells, Sven Jacobs, Dave934, Fluid Dog, and Kevin Fuller. Thank you so much for your support. You guys, I'm so grateful for your support every month. Thank you so much. Now, back to the news. Welcome to the news segment on O.C.D Gaming News, my motherfucking advice. This month's O.C.Deidre's motherfucking advice is: believe in yourself, bitch. It's time for the game is called y'all. Okay, I'm going to make this short and sweet because I have no patience for this nonsense I'm about to share with you right now. So the case on the docket this month, the fans, yes, I'm talking to y'all. The fans that harassed Insomniac Games over the Rami suit for the Spider-Man DLC. You should be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you? Didn't your mamas teach you better? Well, if they didn't teach you any better, I'm here to teach you, because you're going to learn today. The crying, the harassment, the douchebaggery, the fuckery, and the shadiness of it all. I could see getting mad, being up in arms for not getting something you were promised and paid for. I'm looking at you, Bethesda. Yeah. Not only were these fans complaining and carrying on, they were harassing the game developers at Insomniac Games. Now, FYI, right after this, right after all the hooting and the hollering about it, Insomniac Games came out and they said, here is what we've been working on, the Rami suit. Now choke on that, bitches. Like, I would have been like, now you're not getting it. Like, I would have been a petty ass bitch. I would have been like, no, until you can act right, you're not getting this Rami suit. You're not getting what you want. But they did it anyway. And some people had the audacity, they had the nerve, bitch. They had the nerve to think that they're yelling and complaining and they're hooting and hollering got them the Rami suit. Wake up, people. Okay, first of all, you don't just snap your fingers and it appears. Okay, there's a lot of work that goes into making a new suit or a new edition, any kind of new asset to a video game. You don't just turn around and say, oh, I think I'm going to put this video game in the suit. There are laws you have to comply with. There are copyright laws. Like, you can't just say, I'm going to do it and do it. So shame on y'all. And I'm throwing the book at you for being a bully and being a shady ass bitch. All of the people who harassed those game developers who only wanted to give you what you wanted anyway. Y'all are some shady bitches. Get out of my courtroom. Next case. Okay, alert. Alert, alert, alert. Bitch, all hands on deck. The Last of Us Part 2. This is not a drill. Hold on to your scalps, bitch. I'm not joking. We have some news with The Last of Us Part 2. This tweet from Neil Druckmann. First of all, Neil Druckmann doesn't always tweet. And he especially doesn't always tweet about The Last of Us Part 2. But when he does, he brings the fire. He brings the fire. I'm so hyped just thinking about it. He dropped this little nugget on us on December 21st. A picture of Ashley Johnson and Shannon Woodward, our beloved Ellie and Dina. They were on the mocap stage and Ellie was playing the guitar, singing, I'm assuming, because there was no audio, obviously, to Dina, Miss Shannon Woodward. And I lost my motherfucking mind. I lost my mind. I was so shook over this. Okay, I'm gagged. I'm scalped bald. I have some questions. You might want to have a seat. This might take a minute. What does this mean? My heart broke into a million pieces and I was devastated, because all I can think of when he said in the tweet, including one of the most heart-wrenching and most complicated scenes in the game, I immediately thought, please don't bury our gays. Please don't bury our gays. Don't do that trope, please. I know Neil Druckmann knows better than that, and I think he might just be trolling us. when he put that picture with that statement, I don't think in a million he's going to take Dina out. He better not. I'm shook over that. I'm terrified for Ellie. I am terrified for Dina. I pray that they are all right. I know they are not real, but come on now. In my mind, they are real. Okay, so gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching, complicated scenes. This game is going to be everything. Neil Druckmann, I'm going to have to put an APB out for you at the gamer's court because you just dropped a bomb and left the scene of the crime. How could you do that to us? Leave us wanting more, wanting to know more. I cannot wait to hear what's coming up for The Last of Us Part 2, and I hope it's something big, and I hope it's something soon. What does it all mean? I don't fucking know. I don't really care because I know it's going to be fire. It's going to be iconic, and I am ready for it. I have a feeling my spidey senses are tingling that we might hear something by February or March about The Last of Us Part 2. What do you think? Let me know in the comments because I'm shook over it. Could it be something for Valentine's Day? Ellie, Dina, Neil Druckmann is coming for our hair follicles, y'all. He is not stopping at the scalp. He's going straight for the hair follicles. He's coming for us. And I'm ready for it. I ain't even going to be mad. Speaking of Ashley Johnson, our beloved Ellie from The Last of Us, and soon to be The Last of Us Part 2, Ashley and her longtime boyfriend, Brian Foster, her longtime lover, are now engaged to be married. Little known tea, well, you probably already know this. This is not tea that I am spilling. They met through Troy Baker because Brian Foster is BFFs with Troy Baker, aka Joel, and every other video game voice character you can fucking imagine. So that's how they met, longtime boyfriend, girlfriend, and now they're engaged to be married. So congratulations to you two crazy kids. Gaming once again bringing the people together. First things first, today is Thursday, January 17th. Okay, so I woke up this morning ready to record this video. It is now like 10 hours later. Ben Studio dropped a bomb on us today. They gave us a nice, beautiful trailer telling us about Farewell, where the Days Gone takes place, the wilderness. We got to see all the environments. They also told us that they are releasing a special edition, a collector's edition, and guys, it is everything, all right? I'm going to put the picture up because there's way too many things to include. I'll be here all day talking about all the things you get. I'm going to be saving my coins to pay for the collector's edition, which includes the special edition. I want everything. I want everything. I can't wait to play this game, and the gameplay that they showed going over the environments, everything was fucking stunning. I just did a reaction video on it today. Check it out if you haven't seen it already and get hype with me, okay? Let's get hype because I can barely contain myself. 99 days as of January 17th, I'm ready. Kojima has been very generous with showing the people in the industry that he loves and respects, and he is taking Death Stranding to them. He is showing a lot of our beloved game developers and game dev companies, showing them gameplay of Death Stranding. First, he showed Cory Barlog, and Cory Barlog was shook over it. He saw the private gameplay. On the 15th of January, Kojima traveled to Guerrilla Games to personally show them 2 full hours of Death Stranding gameplay, and everyone was shook over it. He showed them how far the game has come thanks to Guerrilla Games sharing with him the Decima engine, and thanks to their support, he was able to start Death Stranding instead of building an engine from scratch. And this is the kind of stuff I love to see. Like, I love seeing that mutual respect for each other, helping each other out, not wanting anything in return, and the generosity of it just literally warmed my little black heart. Okay, so he went, showed Guerrilla Games. Everybody who saw it was shook. They were like, it's stunning. It is amazing. They are shook over it. They can't get over how beautiful it is. Nothing but positive reviews. Not like we thought we were going to see a negative review from them. I literally couldn't believe that he traveled there. And as of today, on the 17th, he went to Helsinki to Remedy Games to visit Sam Lake to show them the game, some of the gameplay of Death Stranding. So he is doing like a mini world tour to all his faves, and he is showing them and sharing with them, giving back to them, which is so generous and so amazing to see in this world of like, someone's going to steal my shit. If I show it to them, I have to watch my back. This open generosity and open-heartedness is just too much for me to handle. It's beautiful, and I wish more people would be trustworthy and trust enough to do this, because it's a beautiful thing. Also, Kojima has been dropping hints that 2019 is the year for Death Stranding, and I don't doubt it. So he's been dropping little shady hints that is the year of the whale and the year for Death Stranding. So I hope he is right, because we need to get it together. Okay, so the fallout from Telltale Games and The Walking Dead left a lot of Telltale employees looking for work, and a lot of them have found work, but some of them haven't. So I'm very glad that Skybound Games took up the mantle and gave them, a lot of them, jobs to finish The Walking Dead. Shout out to them. I'm glad they're doing it ethically. So that's why I'm playing it on my channel. One of the employees from Telltale Games just got a new job at Insomniac Games. Mary Kenny, she announced on Twitter that she will be starting with Insomniac Games in the new year, and congratulations to you, girl. I'm glad it worked out for you, and I hope that the rest of the Telltale employees who have not found work yet, oh God, please, I hope you find work soon. My heart is with all of the devs that are still out of work and all of the employees who are still out of work. I hope that you find something soon. Okay, so now let's talk about the other Naughty Dog IP, Uncharted. Okay, now we know that Hollywood has been trying to make this a movie forever. They've been trying to turn this franchise into this AAA game franchise into a blockbuster hit, and they have had nothing but problems, nothing but drama. Everybody who comes in leaves. They can't find who's gonna work with them. Tom Holland seems like a perfect young Nathan Drake. I really like his energy. I like his personality. I think he'd be perfect for a baby Drake. Sean Levy, the director who was working on it, has stepped down. Now, word on the street that this movie has been in production or trying to be in production since 2009. That's 10 years. They cannot find the right person to work on this game. What they really need, the person they really need to hire, you know what I'm going to say? Alan Unger, the director who made the fan film Nathan Drake's Uncharted with Nathan Fillion playing the iconic Nathan Drake. His fan-made film is over 4.7 million views at the time I took these notes down. We need him to direct that movie because that shit was iconic. And no shade to you, Tom Holland. We love you so much, but if you do not bring it for this movie, you're gonna be red for filth. But now the Uncharted movie has a new director, Dan Trachtenberg. He directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, and he has a stamp of approval from Mr. Neil Druckmann. So hopefully he will be taking over the reins and seeing that this movie gets done and gets done right. So Kojima is not the only one who has been teasing their game. Quantic Dream on New Year's Eve posted a little shady-ass tweet, a little mysterious tweet on New Year's Eve, teasing some big news for Detroit Become Human. Personally, I think they're going to release a DLC. I don't doubt that for a second. I don't think they're working on a sequel just yet. I think that will take years and years. But in the meantime, since it's been released in May of last year, it is one of the best games of last year. You cannot deny that. It was just immersed in so many awesome games this year but that game got a lot of love. It got a lot of love from me on my channel. I was obsessed with it and I loved it. So I'm hoping and praying. So if you didn't know, now you know. There's some stuff coming out. Get ready for it because it's coming. And I think it's going to be a DLC. That's what everyone thinks. This is not just my tea that I'm talking about. This is what everybody thinks. That was the first thing I thought too. So I hope we see some more because, you know, I got to get back into that game. It was everything. 2019 has already got us gagged, Joel. The gaggetry of it all. Happy 10-year anniversary to one of our naughty dogs, Mr. Arnie Meyer. He just celebrated his 10-year anniversary at Naughty Dog, and we can be more proud. Congratulations to you, Mr. Arnie Meyer. Funny story between me and Arnie Meyer, if you can fucking believe this. 2 years ago at PlayStation Experience, in 2016, it was the year that they announced the surprise reveal of The Last of Us Part 2 and the Uncharted, The Lost Legacy surprise reveal, and Kojima, Death Stranding. That was like the best PlayStation experience that I've been to out of the last 3. And when you're walking on the floor of that year, you saw a lot of game devs. Now, you know me because I'm like, I follow all of my favorite game devs, and I follow Arnie Meyer, and I recognized him walking on the floor, and I literally had a moment. I had a crazy moment where I realized it was him, and I looked at him and I was like, oh, like literally like knocked the air right out of my lungs. I'm like, bitch, that's Arnie Meyer. So I walked past him and went, hi, Arnie Meyer. Because like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to him? I'm a huge fan of Naughty Dog. Everybody's a huge fan of Naughty Dog. Like, I recognize you. I know who you are. And I just kept it moving. Like, I'm not a psychotic fan. I swear I'm not going to, like, you know, chase after you, trying to, like, stalk you or anything, but I just wanted to give him a shout out. And then I saw him like 12 other times throughout the conference getting Starbucks. It was hilarious. Like, he must have thought I was following him, but it was actually accidental, for real though. But anyway, that was a funny little backstory for you, because, you know, I talked about it in my PlayStation Experience video 2 years ago, but that was hilarious. Bethesda parent company trademarks a new game, and it's called Deathloop. I don't know what it's about, but keep it on your radar because it's coming. Something about it was trademarked, and I guess we'll learn more about it later on because this is like just been trademarked. We probably won't hear anything about this for at least 2 years, guaranteed. Activision Blizzard terminates CFO Spencer Newman. The chief corporate officer, Dennis Durkin, has taken over his responsibilities. There's a lot of shit going on with Activision. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole because there's a lot of shit going on with that. That's just the quick tea on that. I am going to go through this next story very quickly because it was some shit. It was some shenanigans. I couldn't believe it. Overwatch drama. You probably heard about this. Second Wind and Ellie. Second Wind Overwatch team get this girl on the team. She's a part of the team. Instantly, she's doxxed, she's harassed, she was forced to quit from the harassment. The community read her to filth. The team made the announcement that she had stepped down, but it gets better. The face crack of it all. Ellie was a social experiment. Oh no. Ellie was never real. Toxicity was real, but Ellie was not. A bunch of Overwatch streamers, including Punisher, who apparently Ellie streamed with, were now claiming it was a social experiment. That fucking caused backlash up and down. People who were empathizing with her, people who were harassing her. This was just very poor decision making because it only like exacerbates it even more. This just adds more tension to to this nonsense. The experiment hampers genuine efforts to combat sexism in esports and online gaming in general. Merle Dandridge played Marlene in The Last of Us, and she posted a photo on Instagram from Sony's mocap studio. It's called The Reserve, and this is supposedly where they are shooting The Last of Us Part 2. And now, if you've been on my channel for a minute, you know I have a video that's up, like our top 10 burning questions. I think this is on it. Do you think we'll see Marlene? Do you think we'll see a flashback of Marlene with Ellie's mom, Anna, way back in the day, and find out all the tea that happened between them before the apocalypse or after the apocalypse, what happened with her and Ellie, the promises that were made. And I think that this proves, because she's only been in one other video game that I know of besides Uncharted, because she played the nun and she played the old woman that Nathan mom worked for. Okay, so the only other game that she voice acted in was Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, which was an incredible game by the Chinese Room. If you haven't played it, you have to fucking play it. It was beautiful and stunning. She played a character in that game as well. So she hasn't been big on the voice acting scene, you know, all that much. So this leads me to believe that she is working on The Last of Us Part 2, and we will see a Marlene flashback. Yes, bitch. PS4 sales is killing the game. Literally, I didn't mean to say that. That was no pun intended. Sales surpassed 90 million, with 18 million consoles sold for the PS4. Just in 2018, Bungie got the full publishing rights for Destiny. Some people are so happy about it, that it's back in there, that it's with them. What do you think about this? I'm not a Destiny player. I don't know all the drama surrounding the publishing rights about it, but everyone seems to be happy that it's back with Bungie. I hope the franchise does well. Good luck to y'all. Okay, I know this seems like this is just the Naughty Dog news this month, but there is a lot of news that I got, so we have to, like, you know, sip this tea while it's hot. Haley Gross, she was a writer for Westworld. Now she is working on The Last of Us Part 2. And she posted on January 10th an absolutely adorable, geeky picture of her in the mocap suit on the mocap stage. She is working with Neil Druckmann. She is in the video game, and I think that is absolutely adorable. She's geeking out so hard. She's so excited. And I tell you, I love to see that. I'm so happy. I can't wait to see her character in the game. I wonder what part she'll play. It'd probably be like a small part, but good for her. Good for you, girl. Get your life in that game, because you know that game is going to be everything. So she's writing it, and she's going to be represented in the game as well. So good for you, girl. Get your life. So the only bad part about this is that Naughty Dog is still in the mocapping stage. So they are nowhere near finishing. I still say by the end, in winter of 2019, the game is coming out. So I'm sticking to my guns with that. They're going to put that on my tombstone. 2019, winter 2019. But I hope we get it before then. But it's not looking good that we're going to get it before then. So playing The Walking Dead, the final episode, it is announced that it will be releasing on March 26th. So that will be the final story for Clem, and I'm so glad we're getting it. So we don't have long to go, and I'm kind of like dreading it a little bit. I'm glad we get to see it soon, but bittersweet because it's going to be the end of Clem's story. So March 26th is the finality of all finales. Okay, so some news about one of my favorite gaming personalities, Holly Bennett from PlayStation Access. She's been with them for years. She is so iconic. I've seen her at PlayStation Experience for the last 2 years or 3 years. I've seen her at PlayStation Experience, and I think she's a great gaming personality. Just think she's inspirational. So I'm so happy to announce that even though it's sad that she's leaving PlayStation Access, girl is moving up in the world. She's gonna be working for a little company called O.C.D Project Red. You might have heard of them. They're making Cyberpunk 2077. She is going to be the UK head of communications. Go get yours, girl. She is iconic, and I'm so happy for her. She's going to be doing PR. Wow, like what a glow up, girl. You already glowed up, you just glowed up even more. Good for you. Congratulations. I'm so happy to see these women making moves, making those money moves, girl. So here are the video game release dates for this month. I am looking forward to playing Days Gone, so I know that's not till April 26th, but that's what's on my radar, my most anticipated. I'm so excited. I can't wait to play it. But what are the games you're looking forward to playing the next month? I am so excited. I'm still playing Red Dead. I know Life is Strange is coming out next week, episode 2. I'm so excited to play that. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to playing the most. And now this time for my yes, bitch. MMS. So my yes for this month, I'm so happy to see that Kojima is spreading the love around and sharing the love with all of his game developer community. Like, shout out to him for being so generous and so open and so kind to share his art with them and be open. It's the strands that connect, and I think he lives and breathes that. That's his mantra. That is my yes for the month. Thank you, Hideo Kojima, for sharing the love and spreading your genius around to everyone. Yes, bitch. My mess this month goes out to Ubisoft. I'm talking to you, Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed. What is this bait and switch buffoonery and fuckery going on with Cassandra? Okay, the DLC that they're releasing forces her character to have a child. No matter how you played her sexuality, and your romance options, it doesn't matter. They're taking your choices away because they wanted to see the lineage of the character carry on. Come on, girl. I am not happy with that at all. That is some fuckery and that is some snatchery. How are you going to come and just negate everyone's playthrough? And the community is not having it. They are up in arms. They are freaking out. They are reading Ubisoft to filth. And I don't blame them. So now, after the uproar and everyone's up in arms, they gave a half-ass apology saying they will try and do better and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, they should know better. They literally ripped the choice right out of the players' hands and negated everything they worked for. That game, I mean, I didn't play the game because I literally did not have the time to play it. I'm not the biggest fan of Assassin's Creed games, but I always watch like Let's Plays of it. I haven't even had time to watch a Let's Play of it. That's how crazy it's been. So shame on you, Ubisoft. You are my mess for the month. And that was some shady shit. It was a toss-up to put you in the Gamers Court this month, but I only have one spot. Okay, so that is my video game news for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed the silliness and shenanigans. I hope I gave you some tea that you didn't know about, some information that you needed to know. I got my ear to the ground in the gaming community. I'm listening. I'm always watching. I hope you guys got your life watching this video. And thanks so much for all your love and support. If you like this video on this channel, please leave me a like and subscribe. And if you cannot support me on Patreon, I would really appreciate it if you could share these videos, retweet them. I see everybody. I appreciate all of you who do that for me. All of you guys, I appreciate it. I see it all. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back with more. First of all, this hair. I don't know what the fuck is happening with this hair. What is it? Marlene. Ugh.